Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 8th, the 7th, the 8th. It's Wednesday. I am finally outdoors. Just going to give you guys a little catch up, little progress report. It's nice and sunny outside today. I'm just stretching after my very first run in a very long time. I was just able to get 2 miles in. And I said, while I'm out here, let me just come on, catch up with you guys, see what's happening. So just finished my run of 2 miles. Felt good. It's gorgeous outside. I didn't push myself too much. I think I was going at a pace of like 12 miles an hour or whatever it was. But felt really good. I wanted to make it to the 2 miles. I had to push myself a little bit after 1.6, but slowed myself down and I got it in. Feel really good. This is the first time in a very long time that I've had a chance. You guys know what's been going on. We've been under our quarantine. So the first time in a long time I actually got a chance to run, besides the little exercises that I do, in the house. It's the first time I've had a chance to really run, release some real toxins. Today is the day 8 of our fast. We've got just a short time left to go, and hope you guys are feeling really, really nice. I've gotten some really good feedback from a bunch of you. You're doing really great preparing your soups and juices and teas, and also I've got some reports of weight loss, or as we call it, waist lost, right? Which is also amazing. But what happens after the fast? What do you have to do? We have to try and keep that waist off by making sure that we continue to consume the proper foods that we need to nourish our bodies the right way, ones that won't, put a lot of weight on us. If we eat too much of it, we've got to really, control our portions, and also the portion sizes, right? And what we have on those portions. So I am ecstatic. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go in, grab a shower, and just, enjoy this beautiful day. I sat out front today, out back actually, today, and I took in some sun. I've been doing that for the last couple of days while it's been sunny, because this weather has been really, really crappy lately. It's either very cold, like in the nighttime, and in the morning sometimes it's rainy. But for the last couple of days, it's actually been extremely nice, gorgeous. So I'm thankful for that. I look forward to this weather and this time of the year, because I just cannot deal with the winter and the rain and all of that kind of stuff. It's just, it's just not for me. You can't do anything. You can't go out. You can't, do the things that you typically would like to do when the temperature and the weather is not, kind. So, I wanted to pop on and talk to you guys, just kind of catch up, find out how, those of you who haven't checked in, how you're doing. The ones who have been checking in have been posting underneath the posts in the group, and also messaging me either by email or by text, just to keep me abreast of what's happening. But yeah, I am, oh my God, look at the sunshine. Do you guys see the sunshine? Look at this. They're out and about planting seeds for the grass. Today's a good day for that. You can start planting your own seeds for your fruits and vegetables. I did that about a week or 2 ago, and I've already started seeing some things come up. I think it's callaloo, I'm not sure. I think a couple peppers are starting to pop up. So I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to having a better season than I did last year, especially with my callaloo. If not anything, if nothing at all, just the callaloo. I would be happy if that alone just came up for the entire season, and I'm able to use that and feed myself with it. But get your pots ready, start planting, start digging up your soil, putting stuff down, because before you know it, it'll be May, then it'll be June, and heading towards the end of the spring, summer months. So guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I took my lunch hour to come out and oh, this feels so good. Taking some fresh, deep breaths, some air. There's a little bit of a breeze, but the sun is really shining. Get out, get yourself some vitamin D, sit in the sun. Remember to keep your neck to the back to the sun, because your neck absorbs more sunlight, more vitamin D, and once it gets into your body, you get more when it's on the back of your neck and on your back. So it's fine to face the sun and all, but make sure you're getting the back of your neck, you know, to the sun for a few minutes as well. It just absorbs better in your body, that vitamin D, right? What else do I want to talk about? Not much really, just that's it. I wanted to pop in because you guys have not seen me do many lives so far. I need to do, I don't know, I juiced something the other day. Maybe I'll juice something again or make something. I made porridge the other day. What do you call it? Fruit porridge left over from the trash, from the fruit trash that I did juice when I made that juice, if you guys remember. So I had made grape juice, I made cantaloupe juice, I made orange juice, I made apple juice. I think I made like 5 different kinds of juice, and mango juice. So that trash I used to make porridge for Ben and myself. I had some too. He couldn't really taste it. His taste buds were still out of commission, and they're still coming along. He's starting to get the taste buds back and the smell. But I had some of that, and it was really, really good. I didn't even, I just put hemp seeds in it. I didn't put any, what do you call it? Coconut milk. I put coconut milk in mine, but not in his. I put the hemp seeds in his to make it, but it tasted really, really good. I added a little bit of Mexican vanilla, some Ceylon cinnamon, some sea salt, and I just blended the trash with a little bit of water, right? And I poured that right in the pot, simmered it down, and it tasted really, really good. So I might make some more today because I still have some mango trash left in the fridge, along with some of the apple, I think. So maybe I'll make a pot of that and have that. And that's that, guys. Let me know what else you've been eating, and not necessarily eating, but drinking. All right, what have you been experimenting with? I have some stuff in the freezer, cold stuff, but I'm actually hesitant to do anything really cold. If I do it, I'll take it out and then just leave it room temperature, because I don't want to take a chance on anything right now. I'm perfectly fine, safe, good, and I want to keep it that way. So I will just continue as I've been doing. You know, when we come off of this fast, I'll most likely go back on just, you know, maintaining raw. So we'll see, guys. I will try to keep you posted as best I can. Today was the first day out of the house for Ben. He sat in the sun this morning, just to give you a little update on 19. So from the last live I did, he was still having struggling with fatigue, coughing, just, you know, the headaches went away. He hasn't had a headache in a couple of days, as far as I know, or hasn't complained about it. But the coughing was just consistent and just nonstop. When I say nonstop. So pretty much just hacking nonstop. And then what we did also, in addition to the herbs that he was taking, my aunt, actually, my family members, thank God for them, because they were able to pretty much just, you know, make a lot of suggestions and things to try, the old world style, I should say, old granny style. So what I did is I juiced some red onions, right? I think it was 2 red onions. I juiced them in the masticating juicer, the cold press juicer, juiced them. Then I juiced 1 apple, and then I juiced 2 oranges, right? And he did not want to drink, you know, plain just onion juice. Onions are very, very good for your body, especially red onions. They have a lot of stuff in your body, quercetin, all kinds of stuff that is really, really good for you. And they just kill bacteria and organisms and things like that. So I did that, gave it to him. And it was twice a day since the time that I actually did that live. I think it was the 5th that I started giving it to him, like once in the morning, once in the evening. And I've got to tell you guys, it's crazy because it really worked well. It really worked well in addition to some other things that I gave him, to drink. It really killed the cough. And yesterday he didn't have much of a cough. It was just very light coughing, intermittent, not a lot. But today, very little, barely anything, maybe a little, but that's pretty much it. So he was able to come out, sit out in the sun, soak up a little bit of vitamin D. First thing this morning, he did that. So that's good. And yeah, just one day at a time. He still complains of the fatigue. That's what he's having mostly right now. The headaches are gone, no fever, nothing. So just the weakness and that tired feeling, and also excessive weight loss, I would say. Very, very thin because, not eating for so many days. It's different from when you're fasting. So when we're fasting, and I bring this up for this reason, when we're fasting, we're still taking in nutrition, right? We're taking in our porridges, we're taking in our smoothies, we're taking in, everything except it's liquid. When you're sick, you're not taking in anything because you have that loss of appetite. You have to be force-fed pretty much. And what you're taking in is very, very small because you typically would feel nauseous, there's all the symptoms that he felt. So he didn't take in much until probably earlier on this week or so, where he actually started having an appetite for something, So that's when he started eating. So not eating for an extensive period of time, not really drinking a lot, getting dehydrated, ER visits. That was basically the hydration that he got was from the ER, the IVs. So he lost a lot of weight. So that he'll have to put back on gradually by eating slowly. Going back into things. Not excessive or anything like that. So that's the difference between when you're sick and when you're fasting. People think sometimes when you're fasting, you're just not eating. You just when people hear the word fast, they either think of Usain Bolt or they think of not eating for a period of time, but they also think that you're not really eating much. You're just kind of eating maybe, a couple smoothies a day or something like that, or one smoothie and then you can't have anything else, or, you know what I'm saying? Or with intermittent fasting, they think that you're just going to have one salad and then the rest of your day is just going to be starvation, but it's nothing like that. And, so he'll build the system back up. He'll continue to drink his herbal teas, his concoctions, and, his body will recuperate from this, over time. So we'll just have to watch it. We'll keep a journal to see, what has changed, how long certain things take and, to get rid of. And this is just his personal experience. So this is not going to happen to everybody. I told you guys, I read that men, when they get 19, typically they get more severe headaches than women who get it, right? So when I say severe, it's severe enough where you need to go to the hospital because you think that something is seriously wrong. So, we'll watch it. We'll see what his symptoms are, what stays long. And eventually we're going to work out together and we'll see how that goes, how his, what do you call it? His, what's the word I'm looking for? His stamina and such, is when we start going for runs or bike rides or things like that. We'll see how long the cough takes to go away, because people that I've spoken to, 1 year later, they're still coughing. They're still having anxiety about this. They still get, the chills. They still get, a lot of the symptoms that they had while they had this. So it's even more important now to, stay nourished in your body with the right foods, the right plants, cut back on things that you shouldn't be having, because it will make your recuperation time a lot harder if your body doesn't have the right nutrients to fight this off. Because what this is a germ. It's just a germ. It's bacteria. It's virus. You're basically poisoned with a virus, a germ. So you've got to extract it from your system. Eventually, maybe he can work it up to where he can actually do a fast or a detox or something to get the remaining of this out of his body, but that'll be up to him. That's going to be his decision. But yeah, he did lose a lot of weight. So when you guys are on this fast, weight loss is very, very natural, very, very common. And all it is, it's just you losing a lot of the waste that's in your body. You're expelling it. right? You're starving any type of disease or illness that's in your body. You're basically reviving your cells. You're replenishing them. You're giving them, proper nutrients so they can just kind of revive, right? And that's what our body really needs. We need, proper cell turnover. We need to feed the cells the right way so they can fight off any little infection or, illness that comes our way, that we don't like drop down, for the slightest thing. Because that's what happens when your immune system is low, your gut bacteria is bad. All these illnesses start like in your gut. So if you're not putting the right things in the gut, when they come on, these illnesses and infections and all these things, you're not able to fight them off really well. So I'm thankful that I have not had to experience this, as so many people in the world have, some mild, some medium, some extreme symptoms. But I will remain diligent. I will keep doing what I'm doing, keep doing what I have been doing since 2017. I'm not going to falter. I'm not going to, consider doing anything different. But, it's, you just gotta stick and stay. You gotta stick and stay. Keep reintroducing new foods into your diet. Take out some, replace them with something else. That's the only way that you are going to remain in tip-top shape and be able to, fight things off when they come your way, and not have to completely depend on, a prescription here, a prescription there for this, for that, and the other. Thankfully, Ben did not have to go on any prescription. The only thing that he got, right, that he got, because even though he has this virus, or he got the virus, he was not a sickly person. He was not on any medication. He didn't have any underlying conditions whatsoever. So when he went there, as I told you guys before, they told him that everything was good. Test results, everything they did, CAT scan, chest x-ray, everything was perfect, except nothing was in his lungs. When they listened, took the picture of it. Nothing was there. Nothing was accumulating, right? He was on no medications, and he didn't have to go on any medications. The only thing that they gave him when he went there was the IV for hydration, and then they gave a higher dose of naproxen, which is just Aleve, higher doses of Aleve for the headaches, and that was it. So he was taking Aleve and Tylenol and just herbs, right? In addition to that, if you guys remember, I mentioned this like many, many times, because when this whole situation started, when everyone started working from home, we talked about this. There's a lot of information out there. I'll just tell you guys what we decided to do. All right. And Ben was, he was on board. He's still on board. He has not consumed any meat product whatsoever, meaning physically eating meat, things like that, since this whole thing started 1 year ago. Right. So I truly believe that has helped him to recover a lot faster than, the average person, who, typically, from what I'm understanding, they go for long bouts with this thing and suffer for a longer period of time, unless they have the proper stuff to consume, the proper herbs and things like that. Because I also know of people who have had this in my circle, meaning alkaline Sabians, who've had this and also recovered like within a week. Right? So it's all a matter of what's going in that's going to help you. So he has not consumed any meat products, no chicken, no beef, no steak, nothing for 1 year, more than 1 year now, because we're past March, right? We're now in April. So 13 months, I would say. That's what he's been doing. You guys know that he still, loves cheese, pizza, and things like that. So he's still consuming the cheese, but it's, other things, meat products, he's not doing. So, we shall see. We shall see how this turns out. We'll keep you guys posted. But, continue your fasting as long as you're able to do it. Check with your doctor to see whether or not you're able to do it. And, you definitely can fast, right? You definitely can do it. But if you never fast, that's okay too. But you know what? Just introduce plant-based items, real, true, natural plant-based items into your diet. Take some things out, leave some things, take some things out, replace them with, other natural foods, and you'll be so better off to basically get over and conquer the next ailment that comes our way, because it will happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because this happens every, certain number of years. They've proven that a large pandemic or whatever they want to call it happens every so many years. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. So you want to prepare yourself, just like a disaster relief, or when you have stuff in your basement prepared. You want to be ready. You're going to be ready for this with your body, so you can have the energy and the strength to fight it off. So keep that in mind as you go about your day. Stock up, keep things on hand in your home, so you actually have stuff when things go wrong. Like now, we weren't really prepared, and thank goodness we have really amazing family members, amazing friends who literally just stepped up to the plate and were doing things for us that we would not have been able to do. But this is a lesson learned, because we didn't learn the lesson when the pandemic first started, and this came upon us, and we didn't have things that we should have had in the house. So now this is a different ball game. We will definitely have what we need in the house. We're not going to let history repeat itself. So you guys, make sure you're doing the same thing. Don't get lax. Don't get complacent. Don't think that, nothing's going to happen. This is not going to happen, because you don't know when the next thing will be. Okay, we are right now in the second wave of this, different strains and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind as you go about your daily day. Be vigilant, be careful, wipe things down, wash your hands, think before you do something. When you come in your house from outside, get all that stuff off, leave it at the door or put it in something. Don't come in, sit on your bed, sit on your couch after you've gone to the doctor's office or after you've gone to the hospital or whatever. You have to really think when you go out, right? And if you don't have to be someplace, don't. Go outside, get air, go to the park. Those are things that you can do. But if it's not necessary for you to be out where other people are, then why take the chance? Why do it? Do something else. Go to the beach, go to the park, go ride your bike, go for a walk, form little groups that of people who are already safe and doing safe things. Maybe 3-4 of you go for walks, right? And that's fine. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to hop off of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's it. My lunch is just about up, and my walk back is just about over. So I did my 2-mile jog, and this is my 2-mile walk. Have a great day. I'm gonna go back and have something to eat. Maybe I'll have the rest of that porridge, because I had some tea already this morning. I had some soursop. I'll tell you guys what I had. Soursop, I had elderberry, I had dandelion, and one more thing is in there. I can never remember what the heck it is. Oh, the mullein. I had all that, right? So, yeah, with some sea moss, of course. And that's another thing. With all the teas that I made for Ben, anything that he was drinking that was liquid, I put the sea moss in it as well to give him the minerals that he wasn't getting, just eating, and, the little things that he could eat. He ate ramen noodle soup a couple of times, a few times actually, because the noodles are so small, it's easier to digest. He tried having a waffle I made for him one morning with a little bit of chickpea flour, walnut grinds, quinoa flour, and blueberries. So I made that for him. He ate it, but then he didn't really, I advised him not to. It's not a good idea, but he wanted it, so I gave it to him. And when he finished it or started eating it, he realized that it was a mistake, because it's too heavy. Too heavy for what he's going through right now. You got to chew it up, you got to swallow it, it's got to digest, right? So that was the last day that he had that. And since then, it was just been like fruit in the morning, teas, and then something warm before he went to bed, like in the evening for dinner, like a warm soup with chayote squash or some kind of vegetables or something like that in it. So it worked out well, thank goodness. So we shall see. Keep you guys posted. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great one. Get out, get some air if you're able to. Get some form of activity in, and we will catch up maybe later or mañana. All right, guys. Thanks for staying on this journey with us. It's an interesting one.